Happy Monday morning, everybody. Yesterday, Sunday, it was a great day, but boy, it was a steamer. We went to the Cardinal baseball game, and we survived in 105-degree weather. Cardinals lost 4-1, but that's okay. They just got done winning 5 in a row. You can't win them all, everybody. Let's go to the game. The Cardinals have won 5 in a row. They lost. That's okay. The hype is real. The Cardinals are doing much better than we ever thought they would. So then we moseyed on home. I had Nick Hoffman and his team. We were rolling in my 2002 Chevrolet Suburban with 202,000 miles. We left and went down South Broadway. We stopped at Anheuser-Busch. My buddy Nick bought some neon lights for his race shop back in Mooresville, North Carolina. Made me happy. Nick Hoffman is from right across the river, his family in Belleville, Illinois. And did you know that the Wallaces, we moved to Charlotte, and then the Hoffman family, they moved to Charlotte. So Nick Hoffman, his dad Daryl, mom Rhonda, Lacey, they all live down there now. And of course, Kim and I, we decided to come back home. So just a little bit of interesting information. I think our family, the Wallaces, we were the first ones to, I don't know, kind of like, back in the, I guess, horse and buggy days, we migrated down south to fulfill our racing dream. Then the Hoffmans followed us down, and then you looked at what Carl Edwards followed us down, then Jamie McMurray. And of course, what started it all was 1984. I went down there as a crew chief, and then Brother Rusty at the same time, obviously, and then Kenny Schrader. But it's really cool to see how the migration of Missouri racing went down to NASCAR. I am quite proud that Brother Rusty started that. So Brother Rusty started it. I went down with him, and I was a crew chief on the Levi Garrett team in 1984 as Rusty drove the Cliff Stewart car. So just useless information, but migration, that's the word I'm looking for. The Wallaces migrated down, then Schrader, then Carl Edwards, then Jamie McMurray. So, yeah, they do that from California, too, and New York. You be up in New York, I'm going south, I'm going NASCAR, and then everybody follows you down. So just gave you a little educational lesson on how everybody migrated from Missouri to NASCAR. All right, everybody. Received a nice little text from Dale Earnhardt Jr. yesterday. Said he really enjoyed Coffee with Kenny. I gave my opinion on Dale Jr. being a crew chief and his driver Connor Zilic winning at Pocono on Saturday. If you missed that, Dale Jr. really enjoyed it. I gave my opinion on why I thought Dale Jr. was awesome doing that. Just to wrap that up, I said it was awesome because I think we take for granted how much Dale Jr. loves NASCAR and loves racing. He truly does. And like Mark Martin said, worked extremely hard. So Jeff Gluck, who is big in NASCAR media, put a big announcement out yesterday. And I want to thank Jeff Gluck. He said, just finished watching the Kenny conversation with Mark Martin. And that made me happy because what that does, that validates Kenny conversation. And I've seen this throughout the last so many years, but Kenny conversation, that is a format that you don't know about me. I think it does shock some people. I'm extremely serious on Kenny conversation, and I interview the world's greatest drivers. We're talking John Force, in NHRA drag racing. Actually, Doug Coletta is coming up this week. You're going to want to listen to it. It's really good. Doug Coletta, great racer. His uncle Connie, they're all great drag racers, and they got one of the largest shipping companies, and they do it all by air. Those big jumbo jets, and they deliver things all over the world. And then they also race NHRA. So Doug is coming up probably this Thursday. But anyway, getting back to Jeff Gluck, he said, I'm going to take my own poll too about you race fans. Do you want to go back to the 36 race season? Now, when you vote, it comes up. Now, Mark's was 80-20. Mark Martin's fans, 80% said, yes, let's go back. And Mark got about 100,000 people. Jeff Gluck is he's at about 30,000 people. Jeff's poll's a little different. It's 58% of the people do want to go back to the old days. They do want to go back to the 36, all points race season. But I just am really proud. I'm not bragging. I'm proud that I called Mark Martin and said, Mark, let's do this show. And I must say, it was a hell of a conversation. It sparked a lot of debate about where NASCAR is today. So, yeah. Okay. We are going to do Herman Schrader here in a little bit. Kenny Schrader's on the road, so Rick Mast is going to fill in today. I'm looking forward to it. So I got up to date on the Pocono race this morning. We're going to talk about, it appeared it was a fuel mileage race. But if you listen to the post-race, Chase Briscoe, your winner, said, I kept letting off the gas earlier and my car kept going faster. It's hard to understand, but it does happen, everybody. And we're going to talk to Rick Mast about that. We're going to talk about the history at Pocono. Did you know that Dale Sr. was out of gas and it started raining and all they had to do was get around to the checkered flag? Do my old people remember this? Dale Sr. was out of gas and Brother Rusty running second. The crew members said, hey, Sr. needs a push. He's out of gas. Rusty in second pushed Dale Sr. to almost to the checkered flag. Maybe it's on YouTube. Then Rick Mast at Talladega was pushing Harry Gitt to the win. Then NASCAR came out with a rule and said, okay, no assisting a crippled car to the checkered flag. No assisting. So we're going to break that down. We're going to talk about that. There's a little bit of a story out there from yesterday's race that Chase Briscoe was letting off the gas and nobody attempted to pass him. No, that's not what happened. What happened was Chase Briscoe started letting off the gas to save fuel, but he was running quicker lap times because when he let off the gas, he was able to get through the corners easier. He was overdriving. He was driving in the corner deep. He was using a brake. It was killing his fuel mileage. Well, by letting off the gas, he was coasting into the corners, and actually his center of the corner speed was quicker. He was making quicker lap times. All right, everybody, we talked a lot right there. We had a lot of stuff going on right there. The migration of the Missouri racers, of course, fuel mileage, and Rick Mast is coming up. So happy Monday, everybody, and stay cool out there. It's a steamer.